Be moving into algebraic vectors now, which means not quite as much drawing. There will still be some drawing that we have to do because the algebra and the geometry really do work together for us. But starting off, we need to talk about the unit vector. A unit vector is a vector with magnitude 1. So that means the length of that vector is 1. Now, if we make unit vectors in the horizontal and the vertical uh, positions here, then we have a unit vector for horizontal, which we refer to as I, and the component form of that vector would be 1, 0. And the unit vector in the vertical direction would be j, and the component form of that one would be 0, 1. So now I could actually make any vector using a combination of these two unit vectors, any vector in 2 space anyway. So here we go. So the vector 3, 4, we could rewrite that as 3 times the horizontal unit vector plus 4 times the vertical unit vector. And if we did that, well, 3 times 1, 0 would be 3, 0. And 4 times 0, 1 would be 0, 4. And then if we added those together, we would get 3 plus 0 and 0 plus 4. So that would give us the vertical change. But instead of writing it in this notation here, this component form, we could write it using the linear combination form, using that shorthand I for the horizontal and J for the vertical. Now, this notation here actually makes it a little bit easier to do some other calculations. So that's why we have that one. It's easier to work with algebraically. Okay, so we'll do a couple of examples here. We're going to write each of these following vectors in linear combination form. So this first one, vector v, is 4, 3. So it would be 4 times the horizontal, so 4i, plus 3 times the vertical unit vector, so 3 times j. So that would just be 4i plus 3j. Our vector w here, it's a negative 5 for the horizontal component, so that would be a negative 5 times the horizontal unit vector, and then plus 8 times the vertical. And then we have u, which is 7 times the horizontal unit vector, and then a negative 3 for the vertical, so that would be a minus 3j. All right, now there are a couple for you to try on the form. Go ahead and give it a shot.